Sweet 16 time, and everyone's a little bit excited, giddy to be in the dance party. The Red Raiders ham it up against the Hoyas, but Al has an answer, and two big men look to lead their squads in late action. Friday's games produced some controversy.
Tell him, don't guard me, I can't shoot. Please don't guard me.
Jock, you know we can't do that because defense wins championships. But not even Rick can come up with a D for Kentucky. And, of course, goaltending wins 7th place. In the NBA, Pippen is playing, and Mike simply being Mike as the Bulls go for revenge at the United Center. The Lakers are missing a starter, but they found somebody to fill in. So have your people call my people and get here any way you can. We're going to clean this place up. It's Sports Center next.
Hello and welcome to Sports Center. Along with Craig Kilborn, I'm Reese Davis.
Coming up, Magic gets his first start and Stackhouse's first suspension. Camby doesn't start. And how long can Darvin Ham stay suspended in air? But first,
would dreams of a bluegrass battle come true? 1983, the luck of the tournament draw forced Kentucky into playing Louisville, something it had previously avoided doing. Cards won, earning a trip to the Final Four. While the Commonwealth lit up talk show lines thinking of a rematch Saturday, the Cards dealt a hand with Wake Forest and the Deacons, holding an ace who was back close to full strength. Tim Duncan battled the flu last weekend and lost 10 pounds, but second half, Timmy doesn't look sick. Knocks down the three, Wake up by 9, but the Ville would come back. B.J. Flynn, the good hands, and he's going to take it the distance, and a little of that human touch would make the free throw. We're tied at 41. Wake up 2 now, 47-45 when Tick Rogers erases it. Louisville's first lead of the game at 48-47. We're tied at 51. A questionable foul called on Duncan defending Samaki Walker, and can surmise that Dave Odom did not agree. It was Duncan's fourth. Wake was down 3. Ricky Peral. Ricky has to splain the 3. Wake back on top by 1. Cardinals only 3 of 19 from three-point land, but that was one of them. Flynn sinks it, Ville up by 2, and then Duncan takes over and gets fouled. He makes the free throw, not normally a great free throw shooter, but Wake was up. Ville with a chance. DeJuan Wheat can't get the banker to fall. Wake grabs the rebound, and Denny Crum not feeling photogenic. Duncan and the Deacons would play on 60-59 the final. Duncan finishes with 27, 13 boards, and 7 no soups. This after Duncan scored just a total of 23 in his first 2 tourney games. Cards didn't score after taking a 59-54 lead with 4:52 to play. They shoot just 33% from the field. Wake, meanwhile, makes the regional finals for the first time since 1962.
Duncan gets the ball every possession if we can get it to him. He's not coming out of the game. But when they take the ball out of his hands, we got to have 4 other guys willing to take the shot. And so far this year, we've had that.
I didn't think the basket was going to count for a second there. I thought it was. I thought the shot went off kind of late, but when they counted it, I didn't disagree or anything.
Top seed Kentucky trying to keep its end of the bargain against Utah. This is an early tear. Antoine Walker to Derek Anderson, then Tony Delk to Derek Anderson. 18 for Derek. Then Walker, who gave up the dime, takes it himself. He led the Cats with 19. Wayne Turner, backdoor, layup. Allen Edwards gets the pass and the foul. Jeff Shepard, pump fake, gets it down 5 straight Wildcat hoops in the first half. Then Walker, bottom. Edwards, 3-ball. Rick Majerus' team usually holds opponents to 39% shooting, but not this time. Walker in the lane hits the leaner. 9 straight field goals. Shepard with the high handoff. Oliver Simmons. Oliver Simmons knocks down the 3. That's 11 straight. Then Delk the reverse layup. And Ron Mercer with another one. 13 straight field goals, and as Slick Rick said, it was over early. Cats had a 40-19 lead. They would go on to win it 101-70. The Cats forced 21 turnovers, which led to 30 Big Blue points. Nobody played more than 25 minutes for Kentucky. 4 guys in double figures. The 101 points, the most given up by a Ute team since 1984. Rick Majerus said he made an error in judgment by not totally slowing the game down. The Ute coach sounds as if the bigger miscue was just coming out of the locker room.
We could hang with Kansas and Wake and have a chance to hang around at the end and beat them. We had no chance to hang around the end. If we played these guys 90 more times, we'd probably lose 89. I'm gonna go out and have about 10 of those fuzzy navels and just call it a night. You know, and I'm not advocating alcohol use or abuse. I'm I'm just worn out.
Cats wearing a lot of people out lately. Their numbers in the tournament just awesome. Nearly 100 points per game. Pitino said his Cats spent much of practice working on last-minute situations. Well, he hasn't had a chance to use them. Kentucky winning by a cool 31 points per game.
It's happened to all of us. You're walking along and suddenly you fall through a curtain. Well, actually, it hasn't happened to many of us. Carmelo Travieso is in rare company, but he wasn't recruited to walk on platforms and stages without falling. Melo is at UMass to shoot and play D. He suited up and made his way safely onto the court for Thursday's showdown with Arkansas. However, Marcus Camby, late for the shoot-around after missing the team bus, doesn't start as we go to the East Regional. And there's Carmelo, looks good. Camby came in after about 2 minutes. UMass off to a hard start. Dante Bright steals the inbounds and puts it in. A little resourceful there, sure. UMass 13-0 lead. 7 without Camby. Now Camby's in the game. Bright, no Camby. Fuzzy Navel. 20-10 UMass. After Camby went out with 3 fouls. Tyrone Weeks in the lane for days. Nice move. 10 points in the first half. Kareem Reed, pure. Watch the lefty, release rotation. Okay, Nolan Richardson's squad down 40-24 at the break. Second half, more UMass. Pat Bradley's pass is tipped. Edgar Padilla, push it real good. Here comes Camby. Follow your teammate's shots. John Calipari and UMass win it. UMass improves to 34-1 as they win their 8th straight. Tyrone Weeks, who started for Camby, ties career high with 16 points. Camby adds 15. Carmelo 14. The freshman-dominated Razorbacks shot just 5 of 27 in the first half. We move now, Texas Tech, Georgetown. Darvin Ham, the kid that shattered our world, shatters and extends his. Jumanj. Still in the first, Jason Sasser, the 3 off glass. He had 25 as his college career comes to an end if they lose. Georgetown would rally. Othella Harrington with verve. He had 18 in the first half. Low angle of Allen Iverson. He has a handle. Circus Vargas. Hoyas down 50-47. Second half, off the miss by Boubacar Al. Iverson, listed at 6 feet. He's only about 5'4", 11. The Hoyas would go on a 17-0 run. Iverson, the steal. You're not going to stop him. Hoyas race out to an 8-point lead. Tech would make a late run. Coy Smith, the 3. But Georgetown would answer. Vic Page, Victor. Draws a little contact. Georgetown advances. So the Hoyas move on to face UMass. Iverson scores 32, but shoots just 10 of 29. He's averaging 29 points a game so far in the tournament. Georgetown advances to the regional finals for the first time since 1989. Al says the win was a total team effort.
None of us wanted to go home at this time. We felt that we could go a little further. So we just stepped it up and played hard. I think all the guys on the bench did a great job, and our coaching staff did a great job as well.
I know everyone feels bad right now and they're hurting, but we'll look back, and I know as a coach I'm disappointed, but I'd take 30 wins every year.
So here's who will battle on Saturday for a trip to the Meadowlands, and this would be a great Final Four on its own. UMass and Georgetown of the East Region, and Wake Forest takes their shot at Kentucky in beautiful Minneapolis. Reese.
To the style of hoops where it's not just the coaches with 6-figure sneaker deals, the players get some of the action too. First win of the Knicks' current 4-game run, a 32-point thumping of the Bulls. Chicago's quest for revenge got a big reinforcement. Scottie Pippen, surprisingly, returning to the lineup after missing 5 games with ankle, knee, and back ailments. Scottie says he was ready to come back Tuesday. Bill Jackson thought the match with the Kings was one the Bulls could handle without him. Getting a grip on the Knicks, much easier with number 33 in the lineup, but everything still centers on number 23, MJ. Bulls up by 6 early. Ewing would keep New York in it. John Starks to drive. Ewing standing alone. Bottom. Ewing with 7 in the period, but Jordan with a double quarter. Drives left, hits the J over Mason. 14 in the first for MJ. Now the end of the period, Jordan expected to shoot, but he beats the double team, and Bill Wennington can hit that shot. Bulls up by 4 after 1. Second quarter, Charlie Ward. Can't leave a quarterback open from there. Knocks down the 3, Knicks within 1. But the Bulls would go on a second quarter rampage. Michael, ankle breaker, fade, fire, fill. More from Jordan, this time playing the defense, jumps in the passing lane, and he's gone. Up and over, Yamo be there. Jordan continues to lead the run, gets Willie Anderson off balance, pulls up, drains to Jay. 26 in the first half for Michael. The Bulls would culminate a 20-1 run when Steve Kerr bottoms the 3. Bulls up by 20 at the break. More on that big second quarter coming up in a bit. Second half, things wouldn't change. Michael stuffs it home. He had 36. The Bulls would roll 107-86. They extend their record home court winning streaks to 34 straight this season, 41 in a row overall. And oh yeah, MJ also grabbed 11 boards. As for Scotty, played 26 minutes, 6 points, 6 boards. The Knicks, meanwhile, shot just 36% from the floor. And make no mistake, that Big Apple blistering motivated the Bulls.
We wanted to beat them by 20 as much as they beat us by 20 in their place. You know, we wanted to come back and return the favor and do it in a very dominating fashion as they did against us in New York.
I felt great. I mean, even though I was rusty as a nail tonight, it was good to get back on the court. I knew I was going to be off. I knew my timing, shooting the ball, my rhythm, everything was going to be working against me. But, you know, I was just wanting to get back on the court.
We had confidence. We still felt that this was a game that we should have won, but we didn't.
Now, who says NBA games are always decided in the fourth quarter? Bulls do their thing in the second. They shot 14 of 20 from the floor. Chicago saw a 4-point first quarter lead balloon to 20 by halftime. Jordan led the assault with 12 points, 7 boards, and 3 assists in the period. Craig.
According to 2 unidentified Lakers, the disappearance of Cedric Ceballos is likely due to problems with coach Del Harris. The Lakers' leading scorer totaled just 2 points in only 12 minutes in Tuesday's win over Seattle. Since then, the Lakers have not seen or heard from Ceballos, and he didn't make the team flight to Seattle on Wednesday. Because of that, the Lakers have suspended Ceballos indefinitely. But an LA TV station reported Thursday night that Ceballos was more or less shipwrecked in Arizona. Said apparently rented a pleasure craft, took it to Lake Havasu, and got stranded on the water when the engine didn't start. Let's let Magic Johnson put it in perspective.
I don't know if anybody actually knows what's going on. And we all should be in here fighting for that same goal. You see, that's the only thing. Winning is what we play for, I hope.
It's a team game, everybody. Lakers Sonics, this time up in Seattle, and MJ getting his start. First start since coming back, the bad pass. More problems. Eldon Campbell. Bad pass picked off by Gary Payton. Little spin twice. Sonics up 4 early. Lakers 11 first half turnovers. This is Magic Johnson. This is what we love to see. A little scoop from about 7 feet out. And the foul. He had 11 points in the first quarter. Sonics in control. Give and go. Give it back. Sam Perkins from Peyton. Perkins had 16 in the first half in 13 minutes. Sonics by 13 at the break. Look at this. Little mistake goes in. Nick Van Exel-Lavlotti. Lakers within 7, but Detlef, the big clutch turnaround. And the Sonics win. Lakers bench outscored 30-10. The Magic Man plays a season-high 39 minutes and scores 17 points, but just 6 in the last 3 quarters. Vlade scores 21. And leads the Lakers in rebounding 9 and assists with 4. Sam Perkins, Gary Payton, Hersey Hawkins each score 20 points. The young employees at ESPN were wearing sad, long faces on Thursday. One of their new NBA heroes had let them down the night before. Philadelphia rookie Jerry Stackhouse punched Jeff Hornacek in the face more than once. The NBA suspended Stackhouse for 2 games and fined him $7,500. Both plays were ejected. That's an automatic $1,000 fine. Although the Jazz say Horny never threw punches. Look at Stackhouse. Jerry definitely blowing his stack, and here he's on up close.
As I turned around, to see him, see what was going on, he was coming toward me, and for that split second, I just lost it. And I pride myself on that not happening, but it did happen.
Rod Thorne has been a busy man this month, and all these guys get a few deductions for next year's taxes. Not seen on the list, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, who was suspended for his anthem stance, and Cedric Ceballos suspended by his own team.